Yes, Cody. My mic should not be off. It says it's on. Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me? Okay, how some of you can't hear me? Okay, so was my mic off for just a couple seconds? Okay, I don't know what was going on because my mic should have been on. Okay, so what I was saying, guys, is that the theme of the passage that I picked was hard work pays off. Nadia's rigorous practicing allowed her to perform well in spite of her stage fright. And I was going back and finding evidence of that where it says that she's practicing. She was relentless in her practicing. She practically perfected the perfect song. So I'm finding evidence for my particular theme that I picked. If you were going to pick something about the dog, you would go back in here and show how the dog was sitting next to her, and then she went and thought of when she went to go perform, the dog helped her. I'm finding stuff that has to do with her hard work and how it paid off. And then you can say she struck the first note. Here's where it paid off. The audience erupted in applause. So any of these sentences that I chose prove that hard work pays off. Nadia's rigorous practicing allowed her to perform well in spite of her stage fright. An example from the story is, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to find a quote. Is when the narrator says, which one of these should I pick? I could pick any of them. How about when she says, Nadia had practically perfected this particular song? Right? Also, when, don't want that, they say, go back up and find something else. She was relentless in her practicing. I'm going to also say that. The narrator also states, and I'm going to go back up and say this, that at the end to show, because I'm showing that hard work pays off. I showed her hard work at the beginning. She practically perfected the song. She was relentless in her practicing. And I'm going to say, and the narrator also stated at the end, she struck the first note and the other notes just fell in line with ease. And then I'm going to go and explain why am I putting this. Why did I put that also? Because in my answer I said hard work pays off. So I need to show how is it paying off. You're going to go in and you're going to say, next, you're going to explain these. The evidence supports my answer because it shows that Nadia, this is where you have your own thoughts, guys, that Nadia practiced relentlessly and knew the piano very well, however you want to say it. I'm going to also show at the end, or this also shows that at the end, even though she was nervous, what did I say in my answer, guys? Hard work paid off because she was successful. Her hard work, we could say. Her hard work paid off because she gave a very successful performance. Now, as you can see, I answered the question, which was restate and answer the prompt, which was, what is the theme of the story? The theme of the passage is, hard work pays off. Nadia's rigorous practicing allowed her to perform well in spite of her stage fright. That was the one I picked. You don't have to pick that. You can pick any theme that you think is, you could back up through evidence from the text. I set an example from the stories when the narrator says, Nadia had practically perfected this particular song. Also when they say she was relentless in her practicing. See guys, I backed up the fact that she works hard. I showed how she practiced. She perfected the song. That's how much she practiced. You see what I'm saying here? That's her hard work. And then I said I have to back up the fact that it paid off. The narrator also states at the end, she struck the first note and the other notes just fell in line with ease. Now what you need to do is explain how they back up your answer, which I've been doing that along the way, but you need to do that in the constructive response. How does this evidence, these quotes, support that hard work pays off? That's the theme. This evidence supports my answer because it shows that Nadia practiced relentlessly and knew the piano very well. This also shows that at the end, even though she was nervous, her hard work paid off because she gave a very successful performance. Teaching us a lesson, which we're talking about theme, that hard work pays off. I'm on my own. So. Okay guys, so for the last part of this, you would sum up what you wrote. You would say in conclusion or overall. In conclusion, the theme of the story, you're going to restate what you said. The theme of the story is hard work pays off. Nadia worked hard and was successful in the end, despite her fears. You're just reiterating what you kind of wrote about, all right? And it's like a one sentence or two. If you go back and you see how many sentences I did write, it would be about 1, 2, I gave a little bit more, 3, 4, 5, this is a couple sentences, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember I said it was going to be about 6 to 8. Of course, mine was about 9. So you're going to save this. You're going to clean it up. Make sure that it flows. You can even go at the end here and write final. I want to see a final with all of your sentences together, okay, in paragraph form, 6 to 8 sentences. Okay? You will upload it to the Dropbox. I'm sorry, we don't call it Dropbox anymore. The assignments folder. And if you are new, somebody like Denise, I think